Hello again, welcome to the Mystery Steamboat channel. If you're subscribed already, a big thumbs up to you. If you're not, there's a little subscribe button somewhere, there's a little bell for notifications. This is the next part of my Ask Me a Question. If you still want to ask me a question, put something in the comments down below. For those people who I have answered the question today, if you check in the description of the YouTube clip, there will be a link to their particular YouTube channel. So do feel free to check them out and see what they're up to in life and maybe subscribe to their channels. So on with the questions. Right, another little question. I don't know if he actually asked me as a question, but I will answer it anyway. This is from Curtis Catcham Lester. So I'd comment on one of his videos. He's I'm going to obviously have the link on his channel on there. He does a lot of fishing. So I made some comment about he catched a big fish. Don't ask me what fish it was. It's a fish. And he said, my question is, do I fish? The simple answer is I don't fish. My dad fishes a lot, and he's going to go to Florida very soon, and as part of my parents' 50th anniversary together, me mum has paid for him to go out and hire a boat, charters a boat to go out on the waters of Sarasota, do some fishing there, so he's looking forward to that. But I don't fish. It's like, you know, A, it's a bit like, what am I doing now, a bit boring. And B, it's like, I couldn't actually, if I caught a fish, I can't really touch the fish. I certainly couldn't pull the little fish hook out, and couldn't do any of that. The only time I did do fishing was a long while ago when my granddad was alive. Me and my brother and my dad went to see my granddad, possibly my mum and sister come as well. But my granddad lived somewhere where there's like a little pond. And me and my brother sort of said, oh, should we ever go out fishing? So my granddad said, yeah, I've got some gear, you can have a go. So I kind of went like that, you do your casting thing, went like that, and kind of chucked the whole lot in the pond. That was it, gone. So that's why I thought, yeah, probably fishing isn't for me. I didn't particularly get to actually hold on to the other end. So the simple answer is no, I'm probably not going to fish. I do like looking at fish, so we have got a fish tank over there. We do go to aquariums, I do like looking at fish. But am I going to fish? No, because fish are friends, as they say in Finding Nemo. Fish are friends. Right, the next questions come from Naughty Strawberry. Naughty. She's naughty. She says she called her that because she called herself that because that was her gamer name, but because she has a red head, it's also because she don't play by the rules. Well, we don't play by the rules, do we? No, because we're all naughty, aren't we? So let's have a look at her questions. What do you want to accomplish by making videos? Well, I think I probably said it on a couple of other ones. The initial thing was to sort of like document things that we get up to, holidays we go to, and sort of helping to promote the sort of needs, or not need, helping to promote that people can blog with no real skill, or and if they've got some sort of challenge in life, a disability like myself or whatever, you can just do a little vlog and get your sort of voice message heard around the world, and hopefully the lovely people like you will sort of watch it and maybe interact and comment, and you sort of have fun watching it really. So that's the main reason I do it, and obviously we're doing Florida this year, so there can be lots of Florida vlogs. Next year we're 99.999% going to be returned to Disneyland Paris, so we'll do some videoing out there. We haven't videoed in Paris for a long while. We've been taking lots of pictures, not videoed, so that'll be fun and exciting to see what we can video out there, really. What are some of the things I've learned so far in the time that I've been doing videos? Well, probably the main thing I've learned is that I'm more confident talking to a camera, because 10-20 years ago I was videoing and I would not talk at all in videos. Even when we video around Florida, to a point I may not talk. That could be because there's lots of like ambient noise, the noise of the parks or whatever, or noise of a restaurant. So I did a few little tests on that, and you get drowned out by the noise around you. So I may not necessarily talk in those. It might be when we come out I talk or whatever. But that's what I have learned, that I'm more comfortable talking to the camera, looking at you, talking to the camera, or I could be having me, GoPro off there, or whatever it is, on my head, you know, and I'd just be talking as I'm videoing. But what it's also done, it was a funny tale, the weekend just gone, we was in the local supermarket, and I was going down the DVD Blu-ray aisle, and I just see a young couple in there. I say they're a couple, they were together, so I assume they were a couple. And the girl was saying to the boy about, oh no, you can't buy Stingray because that's just rubbish. Stingray, if you don't know, is a 1960s Jerry Anderson puppet show, and he did a lot of shows. He did Stingray, he did Thunderbirds, he did Joe 90, Captain Scarlet, lots he did. And then a boyfriend sort of come back saying, no, because Thunderbirds is really good. She goes, Thunderbirds is good, I'll give you that, but Stingray is rubbish because that's older and it's rubbish. So I sort of out of nowhere went, can I just interrupt you there? And they kind of looked at me, she would say, I said, can I just interrupt you there? I said, they're both cool shows. I said, all the Jerry Anderson stuff is cool, and just because it's a bit older than one of them doesn't mean to say it's not less cool than the other one. Captain Scarlet is still cool. Now, if you like that sort of thing, just give them all a go, because you'll like it. I said, but if you want my recommendation, try this one out. And I pointed to the rack, and there was Blake's 7. Now here's me, like, you know, talking to you saying, oh, I like this, I like that, oh, check out this and check out that. Now I'm doing my live vlogging without a camera out in the general public. Check out this, watch this. If you're thinking, what did I say, check out, I was pointing, because there's nothing there obviously, I was pointing to a box set of Blake's 7. Blake's 7 is from my childhood. It's a 1970s show from the BBC, which came out in, I'm going to guess, 1978, 79 the latest. And it was kind of the BBC's attempt to put a sci-fi show out there which wasn't Doctor Who, but in some respects on the back burner of Star Wars, which came out in 77. And if you've not watched it, but you know your Doctor Who, the one who created Blake 7 also created the Daleks. And I don't mean Davros, or Dave Ross, as we like to call him, not Davros. It's the actual man who created the Daleks, you know, when he was writing the scripts and that's Terry Nation. In terms of the Doctor Who world, Terry Nation is long since passed away, but there's the Terry Nation estate, and they've got still a big control over the Daleks. They're kind of like, if you want to use Daleks or change anything Dalek, you've got to come to us first, which is fair enough, you know, because without the Daleks, it's questionable whether Doctor Who would have made it past the first season way back in 1963. But anyway, Blake 7 is another Terry Nation show, and it was just 4 seasons. But it was kind of like, I don't want to say, it was like a dictatorship type show, in the Federation were like in control, and people were trying to rebel against the Federation. And it started off with some people on a ship being sent off to a prison planet, and then a few of them disappeared off that prison ship because they encountered another ship called the Liberator, which you should Google, the Liberator Blake 7, just to see images, because it's quite a cool ship, like a 3-pronged ship, quite a cool ship. And that was controlled by Zen, who was a big computer. Anyway, some of them got on there. Then they went on to Cygnet Alpha, which was like the planet where all the prisoners were taken, where Brian Blessed was there controlling it. Brian Blessed pops up everywhere. You might have seen him in another vlog. I love Brian Blessed. I'll probably talk about him in another vlog as well when I met Brian. And then, long story short, some of the people came back up to the Liberator, and they become Blake's 7, because there was Blake, who is the main leader, and then he's 7 sort of, say, followers, but yeah, 7 followers. After Series 2, Blake disappeared, and he wasn't in Series 3. I think he popped up in 1 episode, maybe from memory, and then he popped up in 1 episode of Series 4, which was the finale. And it's possibly the best finale ever, because it left the show open-ended. I'm not going to tell you, you have to watch it, but it left it open-ended, but it was such a cool way to leave it open-ended and not know nothing, but you kind of think this is what's happened, but then, you know, there's speculation, did it happen the way it did, because there's a little computer called Aurak, and Aurak would do predictions. So it's like, was it an Aurak prediction, was it real, we never know, because they never made another series. They keep on talking about bringing Blake 7 back. It's never happened. Will it happen? I don't know. It'd be good if it did. If it did, it could be different actors and different characters. But it's a good show. Do check it out. It's a really good show. And again, in the show, there was Blake, there was Jenna, there was Callie, who was like an alien. There was Villa, who was like he used to sort of pick locks and whatnot, but he was very cowardly, so he's quite funny. But everyone loved Avon. Avon was sort of the slight baddie, but you kind of loved him. And then as he got, the series went on. When Blake left, it was kind of like Avon sort of stepped up more, and he's just so good. And that's Paul Darrow in real life, who I've met as well. Really, really, really good. It was Avon. Everyone loved Avon. Not just ding dong, Avon calling, like buy your cosmetics. He was Avon the character. But yeah, do check out Blake 7 if you can find it on the internet, or if it's on telly still, or a box set, Blu-ray, or streaming, Amazon Prime, all that sort of stuff. Just check it out. So that's what I've kind of learnt so far, that I'm getting more of a voice. So yes, that's a good thing, I think. What advice can you give others who are starting? Well, I think the only advice I can give, because no one really give me advice, I've just started doing it and off I went. I think it's really just to do what you want to do. Sometimes it's, you kind of want people to subscribe to your channel, and I went for that little brief phase of like, I want people subscribing, because it's nice when you get people subscribed. It's like, wow, people are actually watching my channel. Are they watching it? Who knows? Because at the end of the day, some people subscribe to loads of channels, and I think the reality is, if you're expecting that person to look at every video of all their subscribers, then I think you're in, but if they look at one every now and then great, you've looked at one every now and then. And it does seem to be, a lot of people seem to like these little question and answer things I've done, so big thumbs up if you are enjoying these, and do again keep on posting questions, because I'll continue answering them. But I think this could be my last one as of now. I've not had any more questions. This could be the last one. But who knows? It might come again. It might, I might do another little at some point and do it again. And anyone who's asked me a question already, do it again. But I went off track there. So, what advice can I give people starting? Basically, enjoy it. If you're not enjoying doing this thing, then you shouldn't be doing it, because that's what it's all about. You're getting a message out there. You are sort of saying, I like X because, or I'm demonstrating makeup. Like I know there's a few makeup bloggers I'm kind of following as well. You're applying your makeup, which is sharing your tips with other people, or you're sharing your holiday experiences, or sharing your shopping hauls. But do it because you enjoy it. That's the main reason, and that's the main reason I'm kind of doing it as well. I'm getting a message out there, but also I'm enjoying doing it, and that's what I would say to everyone. If you're not enjoying it, don't do it. If just do what you can do, and keep on doing it as long as you enjoy it, really. Who is my biggest YouTube idol? Should I say it's Naughty Strawberry? I don't know. I do have, people on YouTube that I do look at, and I do kind of like some people on there. I give big hands up to Samantha. We love you, Samantha. And Creepy Chaos, aka Sheila. I do love you. You're very creepy on your vlogs, but I do love you as well. You're brilliant. I can't list everybody I love. They're just the two that popped in my head initially. There are a few I do love watching. In terms of professional, for want of a better word, vloggers, I don't know. As I said, I think in the other one, I go for little ways of who I watch on YouTube, what I look for on YouTube, because at the end of the day, YouTube I can do on my little phone, little Disney phone there, to a point. I could do it on my laptop, but I try not to go on my laptop and leave it in there, so I just will be watching telly, which is over there. So yeah, there's no particular favourites except for you, Naughty Strawberry, because as I said to you, this is why I added you, because you just made me laugh. Some people's names just make me laugh, and everyone says I don't eat enough fruit, so I can now say that because of Naughty Strawberry, I have strawberries in my daily diet. Hey, so yeah, so I think that's it. That's the best I can answer there. I think I've offered on enough. Well, that's it for today. There will be some more Ask Me a Questions coming up, so do keep an eye out for those. If you still want to ask me a question, say just put a little question at the bottom of the comments box here, and do check out the description for the people who have contributed towards this little particular vlog, and check out their channels. So we'll see you soon.